and to come back again transformed into something else. This is what we are doing because it's eternal. So wherever you are, whatever condition you have, whatever experience you find yourself in, this too will change. So you don't need to really worry about it. Approach it as if this is just the next step leading you into that eternal knowingness of the divine presence of God. That you are going to have another experience beyond this that's going to be even more incredible than you've already enjoyed. And just like this piece of property, there's going to be some sadness, there's going to be some grief, there's going to be some challenge, there's going to be some obstacle. The key to it is, how are you going to respond to that so that you can move forward and not end up getting stuck in something that does not serve you for your highest and greatest good? How can you begin to look at things in a new way with a new thought? In the reading that was set for today, and we've been following the textbook, The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. Every day we have a new reading. Sometimes it's a meditation, sometimes it's a paragraph, sometimes it's a couple pages. And the one today is, as Tatiana said, in that chapter called The Power of Your Thought. Here is the foundations of Science of Mind. The power of your thought. Right there lies the answer to everything. It is within your thought. Some people have said that the power is the power of mind over matter. If you do not mind, it doesn't matter. The power of your mind. Your mind is something more than your brain. It is something more than your heart. It is something more than your body. We can do all sorts of things in this physical world with mechanical devices. We can now create a mechanical heart so that if someone has a physical heart that is no longer serving them, that is no longer able to do the function of the circulation that's necessary in order to keep the body moving, we can replace that with a mechanical heart. Now, for eons, we have believed that it is at the heart level that love resides. That without our heart beating and pumping and circulating, that somehow we are going to miss out on love. And yet here are people with a mechanical heart, and they're still able to have love and compassion and understanding. So we know it's more than the physical body. It's something that is unseen. It is something that is greater than what shows up through the physical eyes or the physical senses. It is the essence of God that is living and animating and working through you as the expression of divine perfect life. That's where you want to go. When we speak about going within, I don't know, maybe it's going further out. As I said in the prayer this morning in the parking lot as we were blessing it, maybe it's out of mind. Maybe I need to get out of my mind because my mind is my limit. Because I have limited myself because perhaps I've taken on this idea that I can only believe it if I see it. If that were the case, then all of this stuff would not be able to happen because somebody did not see that mechanical heart before they had the idea of making it. Rick did not see this extraordinary paradise garden until he had it in his mind. He had an awareness of what that was, and then he was able to come in and create it. We create our world out of our consciousness. And our consciousness draws upon itself the perception of our relation to the infinite. Think about that for a moment. Our relation to the infinite. How do you communion with God? How do you talk with God? How do you talk to the eternal life? How do you talk with the divine intelligence? How do you listen to that same voice? Where do you go to find that? Where's the place that you discover that? It's not in a box. You can't get it at the store. It really doesn't even sell here. We don't have it in the bookstore. What we offer is an opportunity to say to you, wake up. Not in the physical way, but in a conscious way. Wake up your consciousness. Find a principle. Find a spiritual practice. Find some way that you can wake up within that divine mind, in that infinite intelligence, that will bring you the clarity of what it is that you need to be doing in this time, in this place, around this situation. Because that is your conscious mind. And your conscious mind is feeding your subjective mind. And your subjective mind is subject to it. And it is taking in all this data. And it has no free will. The subjective mind only does. So it's waiting for you to put something into it, and then it begins to create through the law what shows up in your physical life. So if you show up on Sunday morning and you say, I want peace of mind, and then the rest of the week all you do is moan and groan and complain, that's what your subjective mind has the most of. And so that's what it's going to create. And if you're going back and forth between peace of mind, chaos, what do you think your subjective mind is doing? Peace of mind, chaos. And you wonder why your day looks like this. Sometimes you just have to stop and shut up and get quiet and allow the divine presence to come within. Or to reach out. I don't know which way it works. All I know is that the more that I sit still and listen, the clearer I get. The clearer I get, the more emotions I have, the more feeling I have. That's how I'm able to get so excited about repaving the parking lot. Because I could see it. I could feel it. I knew that it was there. And I also knew it would take whatever time it takes. And there's more to come. Because we are not done. We are not finished. This center in its charter has been here in the valley for 56 years. This building has been here for like 26 years. We're not done. And we're not the first ones here. And we're not going to be the last ones. We are just the good stewards for right here, right now, to take care of what has been gifted to us by some presence, in order to enhance it, to improve upon it, to maintain it, to sustain it, so that those who follow us will have a greater opportunity to experience Spirit in a way that it is meant to be. Do what is yours. Be clear about what your life is for, what you are meant to be, and get excited about it. Why would you not want to be excited about this opportunity to be the